in Nigeria. John?
Sandra Endofor is in Arlington, Virginia tonight. Sandra, thanks so much. Joining me now is Congressman Jason Chaffetz. He has proposed legislation banning full-body scanners as a primary method of screening. The measure passed the House with bipartisan support. Is pending action in the Senate. Congressman, good to see you tonight. What do you think of the Dutch saying that all people who are headed on aircraft for the United States will go through one of these total body screeners? Are you happy about that?
Well, I applaud what they're doing, and also what they're doing and they're committed to is the software that these manufacturers are developing, which can actually read and look at the scan and see if there's some sort of anomaly that requires an even further screening. I think that would help alleviate a lot of the personal privacy concerns that I have and others have, and would get to the root of the problem.
Okay, so if the United States were to adopt the same sort of software technology in body scanners here, would you be comfortable with them as a primary method of screening?
Yeah, if you can get rid of the personal privacy issues where you don't have an individual looking at my 8-year-old daughter naked just to get on the airplane, then I'd be fully supportive of it. Look, the technology works. I think it should be fully deployed in the United States, internationally, as a secondary screening device. And what's troubling about what happened on the Christmas Day incident is that was the poster child for who should get secondary screening. He should have gone through those machines. And they were in Nigeria and in Amsterdam, but they weren't used.
Right. Well, you know, shoulda, coulda, woulda. You know, hindsight is always 20/20. Under your bill, he may not have been required to go through one of those machines because he didn't set off any kind of an alarm, and we're talking about metal detectors here, that would have taken him to secondary screening. Your bill only allows these to be used if there is reason in primary screening not to allow the passenger on the aircraft.
Well, he should have never even got to the airport. I think there were a number of different things.
But the issue is, Congressman, he did get to the airport. So last line of defense, what's the best way to approach it?
Right, and that's where we want to have safety and security for everyone, but we've got to balance out the personal privacy issues. And I think we can find technology, because it's out there, that's more effective and yet less invasive. Even if you had somebody go through a metal detector and then walk by a dog, that would be a lot less invasive and much more effective and would have solved this problem. And I think a lot of people would have been happy. So the technology's there. We just need to implement it.
All right. Well, just I mean, this gets into rather touchy territory here, because for a dog to appropriately screen someone, they need to get the nose up close and personal. And we know where this fellow had the bomb hidden. Do you think that passengers would be comfortable after going through a metal detector having a dog, and they seem to be genetically hardwired to do this anyway, stick its nose in their crotch?
Well, I don't know how close they actually have to get, but I know the dogs are highly effective. In fact, on CNN.com, there's a great video, a great story about how effective these dogs can be. Again, the point is, I think the American people I demand that we become more effective yet less invasive. Let's make sure we maintain our personal privacy, our civil liberties, at the same time increase security. And certainly we had systemic failure, as the president said, the guy even getting to the airport. But if that errant person does, let's do everything we can to keep a balance between the two.
Your measure also provides for, if someone doesn't want to go through one of the backscatter or millimeter wave total body scans, that they can opt for a pat down. How thorough would that pat down be? Because again, and I don't mean to be obsessed with crotches tonight, but we know where this fella had the bomb hidden, and most pat downs don't go there.
Well, you worry about them storing some sort of something in a body cavity that wouldn't get to a pat down or through the whole body imaging machine. And again, that's where I think the good old-fashioned Fido, the dog, might be the kind of solution that we need. I think we're going to need to start to profile terrorists, not based on race, not based on religion, but we're going to have to start profiling terrorists and get much more serious about screening them and not even allowing them to get on airplanes. And this 550,000 people on a watch list, I mean, who's watching those people? They should be absolutely highlighted as mandatory secondary screening. That's very invasive and very thorough.
All right. Congressman Jason Chaffetz, it's good to talk to you tonight. Thanks for coming on.
Hey, thanks, John.
All right.
Oh, Happy New Year. Appreciate it.
And the same to you, sir. And coming up at the top of the hour, Campbell Brown. She's here with the preview. Hi, Campbell.
Hey there, John. We're going to stay on the story, obviously.